are going to be able to take Africa forward in order to accomplish her purpose, the purpose that God has set for us to do. Now, we're not going to be able to accomplish that purpose on our own. We need friends. And who better to be our friends, young people, than our oldest friend? Israel has been our friend for 3,000 years. So what has Israel done for us? What can we do for ourselves with Israel's help? And as young people that have an energy and we've got excitement and we've got ideas, we'll be able to take those lessons from Israel to become better friends with Israel, so that we who've got the energy and who've got the passion, together with our wise elders, we're not going to forget you, but we're the ones that God is soon going to be giving the baton.
Olga became a director and lead transformation consultant at Transcend. Olga is also a keen pro-Israel activist and a regular guest on the speaker's circuit, and receiving the 2016 Jerusalem Award from the World Zionist Organization in recognition of advocacy for the state of Israel and the South African Jewish community. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand to your feet and help me welcome to the podium a true daughter of the soil of Africa and an advocate to the African continent. This is Olga Meoshe Washington!
Are read out, because it kind of like sets you up, the expectations there, but I nonetheless hope that you will be blessed. Amen. Standing before you this evening is a daughter of Africa. South Africa is my home. I have been loaned to this beautiful country, America, for a season. And I'm grateful to God that one of the first things that He did for me in this season was allow me to be found by a kind, very good-looking man who loves God and who also loves Israel. 3 months ago, I became Mrs. Washington, and I like my husband who's in the front to stand up. I want to honor him. I also want to appreciate him for allowing me to do what I do. He is American. He looked all over America and couldn't find himself a bride. So he went to Crossgate and Anti-Ocean and said, "There's a daughter in Africa." Africa, we got it going on, we got it going on. I would also like to honor in their absence my father, Reverend Dr. Kenneth Misha, who is one of the most vocal, consistent supporters of Israel in South Africa, as well as my father-in-law, who needs no mention here in the United States, the legendary Pastor Dewey Washington. I had to shake my head and say, wow, God, when I learned that the largest population of African immigrants is here in Minnesota, and also that the most anti-Semitic state in the United States is Minnesota. My fathers, my mothers, my brothers, and my sisters, you have been placed here strategically by God for such a time as this. Ebenezer Community Church, great is your calling. On behalf of Africa to the United States and to the Jewish diaspora here in the United States. May God give you the grace, the wisdom, the strength, and the resources that you need in order to walk and fulfill this calling. Thank you, Dr. Tubler and First Lady Tubler, for your leadership. Thank you for being obedient to God. Thank you for being obedient to God and taking that first step of faith and hosting the first African Night to Honor Israel. And here we are at the 5th African Night to Honor Israel. Tonight we are all here in our wonderful attire. I don't think there are more beautiful people than the African people when they rock their African attire. Israel, that we recognize the state of Israel and what the Jews have done for our continent and what you continue to do for the world. Thank you. Young people, we are living in scary times. The United States, Europe, South Africa, Ghana, Liberia, Kenya, Nigeria, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and many other nations on our continent and across the world are faced with numerous giants. Terrorism, racism, anti-Semitism, slavery, child trafficking, sex trafficking, poverty, corruption, persecution, the desired destruction of Israel, all of these and so many others are threats. Young people, Young people who don't use their good looks and talents just to take selfies for more likes and followers on Facebook and Instagram, where are you? Young people who know their God and who love their nation, who love their continent, and so will use what they have at their disposal to save their continent and ensure that God's purpose and will for Africa comes to pass, where are you? Young people who will encourage their leaders to follow the example of America and declare, even though our leaders refuse to declare it, that Jerusalem is the undivided and eternal capital of Israel. Young people, where are you? You and I are alive for such a time as this. God has strategically positioned us as Africans in America for such a time as this. There is a lack of leaders around the world who fully understand the times we're living in, and thus who know what should be done. There is a scarcity of voices who will give hope and direction. People of Africa, we can be those leaders. We must be those voices. Let us go out there and speak up for Zion's sake. Let's stand up and be Israel's friend in word and in deed, in private and in public. And when the pressure is applied on us to forsake Israel, when we are told that we are sellouts for standing with God's people, may our response be like Ruth's was to Naomi. Don't you dare urge us to leave Israel or to turn our backs on Israel. Where she goes, we will go. Where she stays, we will stay. Her people will be our people, and her God will be our God. Read and ask questions so that you know the truth and can be kept safe from deception. Do the little that you can within your community. Just do something for your